welcome to my channel. This is a general reading for the sign of Pisces. My readings are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. I want to thank everyone for the love and support that they have shown me towards my channel, and for my new subscribers, welcome. If this reading resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe, and remember to click the post bell so you get alerts when videos are posted. So Pisces, I know you hear all the noise and I apologize for that, but literally I am stuck on the side of the road, and so I felt like I should just give you guys a reading based off the fact that I gotta sit here for 3 hours anyway. So we'll get into this. So first things first, we have the World card. This is about leveling up, completion of a task, opening one door, closing another door, and obtaining what you seek. This card represents success, fulfillment. You are now learning who you are really after everything that you've been through, and you're ready for the next phase of your life. The past couple months, couple weeks, everything that you've been through, you've completed a certain amount of tasks, some things that you needed to do in order to push forward in your future. So at this point, you have now leveled up, you have completed those tasks, and now you're ready to move forward. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is like teamwork. It's like collaborating with others to achieve big results and taking pleasure in admiring your work. As you see, one of these guys is like stepping back and he's like, look what I did, and this looks amazing. This is really great. But collaborating with these maybe 3 people, since there's 3 people standing here. Maybe there's a business that you want to start, and in order for you to actually achieve what you need to achieve, in order for it to be as big, or for it to blow as big as you want it to blow, you need to actually have partners. So maybe someone has started now searching for, your team. You're trying to put your team together to find out if you're going to be a good mix in order to handle this business that you want to do. Or maybe just finding a team to, I feel like this is somebody that wants to move in with some people. Like maybe you're a single person and you need maybe roommates, so it could be like that, literally collaborating with someone. And you can't afford a smaller house, but if you guys put your money together, then you can buy something bigger. This could also be maybe like, for some reason I'm getting a feeling like a car, like sharing a car. I don't know why, because I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but it's like you can't do something by yourself, but you can achieve bigger results, or you can achieve it if you just team up with some other people on it. That's what I'm feeling like, or I don't know if that makes any sense. Then here we have 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is moving away, like moving away from something, walking away, wanting something or someone different or better. It's also like abandonment, like leaving a situation. So I feel like somebody may be leaving their relationship, leaving their home, maybe leaving school, just walking away from a situation that you don't feel really good about, taking a different path. This could also be someone who is now on their spiritual journey, and it's like you were raised to be this in this religion or in this way, but now it's like you're on your own. You want to do what you want to do. The 8 is also a traveler card, Pisces, so this could be about you celebrating your birthday, taking vacations, going on trips, just going somewhere different than where you've been. This card also means going against others' expectations. So people have been expecting stuff out of you, Pisces, and you're like, I don't care what you think. I'm just going to do what I want to do, because right now it's my time. It's my time for me to do what I need to do for me. So that's what that. So somebody feels like they're walking away. That's what that seems like. They're turning their back, and I was going to put that card away, but that's what it seems like. They turned their back and they're out. I'm good. I got to go. I got to go figure out what this thing is. I got to go see what my life would be without this. So walking away from somebody. And Pisces, this could also be somebody that has walked away from you too. Then we have the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is like being on guard, standing your ground, being very defensive, courage in the face of opposition. So like I said a minute ago, somebody now finding their spiritual path, wanting to walk their own direction, and you're not taking any shit. Like, you really are like standing your ground. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I don't care what you say. That may have been good for you, but it's not good for me, and I want to just do what I want to do. I want to figure out if what's good for me. Someone being on guard also feels like to me like you're waiting. You know somebody is trying to do something to you or against you, and it's like you're in protection mode. You're in like, I'm being very defensive because I can't trust whatever this situation is. I'm standing my ground. I'm putting my foot down. I'm done. It's over. You're not going to come over here. You're not going to tell me what to do. You're not going to try to push for what you want anymore. I'm taking my life back. I'm in control of what's about to happen right now. So you're being very defensive about it. Like, people are coming to you, oh, that's not going to work. Well, guess what? You don't have to worry about it not working because it's not for you anyway. It's not even about you. So move it along. Look, and I got on my army pants. You see what I'm saying? Ready for war. Okay, we're gonna say that. Then we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, and this card keeps coming up. So it's like somebody really wants to offer something. Maybe offer you a new, it's about love, but I'm really getting the feeling like making an offer to someone, maybe even about a job or something. So the Knight of Cups is like on a quest of the heart for romance, true love, or service to a higher power, being very dramatic, adventurous, and like following your heart, being more flirtatious when it comes to love. And again, I'm gonna go back to somebody, whoever is on their spiritual journey, is making me feel like you are offering your services. You're now saying, God, Goddess, ancestors, I need your help, and whatever you need me to do, I'm willing to do. Just show me or point me in the right direction. So it's like asking God to order your footsteps. Being very, very adventurous, like things that you wouldn't normally do, Pisces. Now you're like, okay, I hear what you're saying, God, and I'm just gonna step out on faith of a mustard seed. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. But following your heart, you feel and you know you're following your intuition. Somebody else, this feels like somebody that's married or somebody that's in a relationship, like being more flirtatious when it comes to love, like putting that spice back into your relationship, holding their hand while you're walking, you know, or just giving them a little touch, you know, some type of letting them know that we've been married or we've been in this relationship for a long time, and I know, you know, maybe we're not always trying to, you know, be a little romantic or be flirtatious, but right now I'm trying to show you that I still love you, that everything, like, we still got it. So that's what that is. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is like fruition and fulfillment, wealth and abundance, enjoying what you have, the fruits of your hard work, achieving your goals. This is like bringing stuff to you. And when I was doing before that, I was trying to shuffle the cards, and I was thinking about some of the downloads that I've been getting, Pisces, and it's been like quality over quantity. You are literally making sure that everything that you do right now, you put your blood, sweat, and tears in. So not producing and like not wanting to just produce or put out, or just continue to, like, you're now watching what you're doing. Like, so it's like the quality of your work, you're making sure it's better. You're crossing your T's and dotting your I's, trying to make sure that everything that you put out is almost perfect. And that was another thing, like leading into the downloads that I've been getting from you guys, or for you guys, and even for myself. Perfect planning and patience, being very detail oriented, being very careful, being very strategic on how you're either putting out your work, what you're saying to people, because you're not trying to get people confused, or you're not trying to say the wrong things. Just basically making sure that everything that you do, that you put out quality work, quality information, quality, just making sure you're not just, here you go, you can have that. Nah, you're not trying to do that. That's not the, so part of like bringing it into fruition, you know what's happening right now. You see these things manifesting, and it's like you've been taking your time and trying to make sure that it turns out better now than it's ever been in your life, Pisces. Like, it's important. So you're trying to make sure that you structure this thing very well, because it's like, again, wealth and abundance. Okay, so just recently, and I don't know how many of you are investing in the stock market, but just recently, the past couple of days, the stock market has taken a hit, because I don't know if it's a couple of things, but this coronavirus that they have going on is now spreading, and there was something that I read that said there's like a pandemic, and meaning that it's going globally. And so I was looking at literally my stocks that I have purchased recently, and they were all going down. So that's what I was talking to my husband about, and I'm saying, asking him, like, what's happening? Something has to be happening, because I lost money. And so, and I don't watch the news, because if you know what's happening, as you see, I'm in a truck, so that means that I'm working. And that's why I'm doing my readings the way I've been doing them the last couple days. So I'm telling him something must have happened, because my stocks are down. So we ended up going to look, and it found out that the coronavirus is now putting a little damper on people's, you know, going to work, or, you know, they're trying to stop the spread of this. And it's like, kind of, in order for them to control it, they have to isolate people and not allow for everybody to go, you know, all over the place. So it's stopping people from going to work, it's stopping shipments and goods from coming in, and it's basically like, kind of seems like it's about to mess up the economy just a little bit. So I don't know if you're actually watching this, but we now have reported cases in the US, and I think that everyone except for, I want to say, Alaska, everyone worldwide except for Antarctica, I think is what they're saying, not Alaska, Antarctica, is now having cases popping up of the coronavirus. So, and I wanted to look it up just to see what, you know, it really was, and it was saying that it's mimicking like the common cold. So I don't know, you know, exactly what states that it has hit in the US, but it has shown up in the US, and it almost seems like, you know, it's, like I said, it's putting a damper on even the financial market. So if you have invested any money, then I'm sure you're, because we've been talking about Pisces, the theme has been lately worrying about your money. And so this is like protecting everything, bringing things into fruition, perfect planning and patience. You might have to have patience even through this period, is where I was going with that. So we have all these cards have fallen out. We have, this is the card that I told you guys the other day that I burned. So we have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is about like giving and receiving. So it's like charity, accepting and receiving help, sharing wealth, generosity, reflecting on your relationship with money. And if you need help, don't be afraid to ask. It's like, be honest about your financial situation. So when this card normally comes up, I ask you guys, have you been donating like to people, whoever sows into you, are you sowing into them? And if you're basically donating money, are you doing it in a, like, a way to not make these people feel like you know, you're like they need you, I guess. I don't know if that, like, you know, the homeless people on the side of the road, like, don't give them money and then like film them as you're giving it. Like, that's kind of messed up. Like, people don't really want that type of energy going down at all, period. And then if you need help, if you need money, or you need, so it's like maybe talking to your friends or your family and letting them know that, you know, I need help, I'm in a bind right now. And Pisces, some of us are not very good at that, because it's like we do what we need to do in order to maintain our lives. But if you hit a hard spot, it's like, it's okay to kind of ask or say that you need help. Then we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is like very They're a great communicator. They represent structure. They represent power. They're a very logical person. Like, this can be a father, a lover, a family member. This also represents legal matters, law enforcement, military, police, and judges. This person is very protective over their loved ones, and they do well in a structured environment. This person needs to have a routine in order to operate at their best. So this could be your significant other, it could be your father, it could be your grandfather, but this could also be a situation, Pisces, where it's like you're in court against this person. This person is trying to make you look like not such a good person. And the way they're coming off, because this person is a logical, deep thinker, be careful, because they could have you coming off looking like you're very irrational. Because Pisces, you know, we can be emotional sometimes. So pay attention, because if this is the person that you're dealing with, the King of Swords, he's sitting here, he has his sword out, and he could literally be coming for you, trying to cut your head off. This could also represent somebody that is kind of, I want to say, locked up, or having some type of issue to where you could potentially go to jail. So if this is you, all I can say is put all of your affairs in order, because if you're having an issue that pertains to law or law enforcement, or that could force you to end up in jail, Pisces, then put your affairs in order right now. Then we have the Hermit. The Hermit is about withdrawing, feeling lonely, being left to your own devices. This person wants to be alone. This is their way to process their emotions. They're processing what's happening from them. It's like withdrawing from all the noise in the world and, you know, from the people. They want to create a quiet space of solitude. So this is like finding all the answers from within. So going within and trying to figure out, like, what's happening with me, what's going on, how am I going to manage what I have to manage right now. So I've been feeling like somebody's dealing with maybe a lot of bills, or maybe a lot of stress on them, like trying to just figure out how to get out of the position that they put themselves in. And maybe not even a situation that you put yourself in, maybe a situation where you were dealing with somebody else, and now where is it at? They walked away, they abandoned, you know, the situation, and now you're trying to figure out how to put this thing back in order, you know, to make it right. We have the Three of Cups here, and the Three of Cups is like feeling positive, celebrations, weddings, baby showers, having fun with friends, and living in the moment. So Pisces, it's like dealing with a lot of stuff, because it's, and you know yourself, you can kind of deal with 10 things all at once. 1 minute you're happy, 1 minute you're sad, one minute you're just, you know, completely emotional to the point where you're like in tears. But you're dealing with regular everyday life. You're dealing with going to work or trying to find a job. You're dealing with, I just lost my job, or I got to go to school to add on extra skills or extra knowledge. I need to gain extra knowledge in order to build this life that I want. Or I'm about to start my business and it's hard because I don't know where to go. Or I'm writing this book and I don't know what to do after I write the book. Like, I got pages and pages and pages of a book that I've written, and now I don't know what to do. I don't know the steps to do any of that. Dealing with kids, just I don't know what to do with them. They're just doing what they want to do, or maybe they're the best kids ever under the sun, but right now I'm feeling so stressed out and emotional, I just don't know what to do. But it's like living in the moment, enjoying the times that you're having, even with these people. Like, I understand that you're dealing with a lot, but when the celebrations or when it's time to like hang out, kind of just be able to be there. And I'm going to tell you, I know this is hard, because even when you're trying to do, you know, hang out, or your mind wanders off and it says, okay, well, you know, tomorrow this is due, or tomorrow we have to do this, or tomorrow this test is due, or tomorrow tomorrow I got to take this test, or tomorrow this 53 page project is due at school, or this person that I'm living with is getting on my nerves. Just the stress of everyday life, but still being able to live in the moment and deal, be happy when it's time to be happy. Celebrate with your people when you're able to celebrate. And I know that was a lot, and I'm sorry, but it just made me think of all those things. Queen of Swords. So we got the Queen and the King. So this is making me feel like husband and wife situation. And every time I see her, it always makes me feel like she's saying, come here, so I can cut off your fucking head. Hopefully that's not what you're saying to your husband, but hey, maybe, especially if you're in a divorce situation, or if you're in a, so this could be a person in a relationship too, since we have both of them. So the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords tells it like it is. This is like, I'm gonna do this, or I'm not gonna do this. This is about devising plans, making strategies, like to complex problems, being very unemotional, being very detached, being unbiased to. So if a person comes to you and they're asking you, and this is making me feel like a lawyer or a counselor, and they're asking you a lot of questions, and you're now saying, okay, because you're not being emotional, you're being unbiased. So there's two people now, this could be the husband and wife, came to you, and now they're saying, she does this or he does that, like mediating in between two people, and being unbiased about it, like giving a very diplomatic, a very logical explanation, and being very impartial to either scenario. This is also about setting very clear boundaries, okay? Letting people know, I will do this for you, but I won't do that for you. I can do this, but I can't do that. I'm willing to give you, but I'm not willing to give you my pride. Like, I'm willing to give you this, but I'm not willing to give you that. You're also able to see through misdirection and lies right now. Like people coming to you and they're saying, oh, well, this happened, and so I can't give you back your money. Bitch, please, you're lying. I just saw you on whatever social media doing this, so I know you spent my money. Or just basically cutting people to, like, cutting straight to what you need to get to. This is about intellectual power, and this is about giving great advice. And Pisces, we know you give very good advice. So this makes me feel like this is literally this. I'm not taking this. I'm not dealing with that. So even if it's not a person who's married or in a relationship, this is like Pisces being very diplomatic, strategic, and not taking any bullshit, okay? Then we're gonna go with the King of Wands. Okay. King of Wands is like taking charge, delegating, good at influencing others, focus, and making things the way they want them. So taking charge, stepping up, like I said, Pisces, and letting people know, I will do this, I won't do that, and then I need for you to do this, that, and a third in order for this to go the way it needs to go. Delegating, telling people, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, so that way we can all make this thing work in a timely fashion and it not take forever to get this done. So telling people what to do. Good at influencing others. Need a situation to go in the way that you need it to go, and so like kind of putting little seeds, like, okay, well, let me point you in this direction because this is what I need to get done. Making things the way you want them, putting like your house in order. So I feel like I can get in the I want my life to go this way, so I put these things into play. Like, I want to purchase a house, so in order for me to get the things the way that I want them to do, so too, then I have to now make sure that I have enough money. I have to make sure that my credit looks good. I have to make sure that I'm not just out here spending frivolously, and making sure that everything is going to be good, so that way I can obtain what it is that I want, but really literally getting what you want, Pisces. And then we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is like celebrations, marriages, partnerships, graduations, achieving your goals, obtaining balance, completion in the work life, friends, like your whole life. This is like getting everything that you want, Pisces, and making sure that it is done the way you want to right now. So now not putting things into other people's hands, like not putting your situation into someone else's hands. You're now literally stepping up. This is what I want. This is how I'm going to do it. And I want you to be here. So if you're with someone, this is literally like talking to them. I want you to be here. I want you to be with me. But if they're not trying to do that, Pisces, you're literally not taking, you just can't be here. Like, you're not being emotional about how you're letting, you're not mixing your words. You're literally saying, you're being very patient in how you're putting this together. This is the reason why you're making sure that you're being very strategic while these things are happening. So if in the end, Pisces, you want to be married, you're going to get that. You're not just going to be out here choosing Joe Blow because, oh, you're lonely. You're not doing that. Nah, this is quality. Like I said, quality over quantity. You now are paying attention to what a person does. So you're not saying, oh, well, or making excuses for somebody. Like, oh, he's only this way because, nah, you're saying, okay, I see the red flag and now I'm not fooling with that. In your marriage, your husband or your wife, your significant other. So this could be, you know, somebody that just you're with. Now it's like you've been trying to tell them. Before you would be like, oh, I'm just going to let that slide because you're saying it and you're saying it very nicely, but you're still saying it. Like, I'm not just going to let somebody do what they want to do because that makes me feel weird or that makes me feel bad. And now you're just allowing him or you allow her to just do whatever. You did that before and this is where it stops. You're stopping this because now you want quality. You want a quality relationship and you're not just accepting anything. So in marriage or in your partnerships, this is about people who are graduating, like going to school or you went back to school and now you're achieving your goals. You're making sure that, okay, I'm just not taking all these credits for nothing. I'm making sure that what I'm actually taking is going to actually get me the job that I want, or it's going to put me in the position that I want. So literally achieving everything that you want and also getting balanced, like not allowing people to run over you and still being a giver, but making sure somebody gives you back, not just allowing people to take. You're now putting your foot down, standing your ground and saying, you have to help me the same way that I help you. Plain and simple as that. This is going to be equal, give and take. I'm not doing that anymore. Even with friends, you're noticing that if friends are not doing what they need to do as far as being a friend to you, you're always there for them, but they're not there for you. And you're saying, fuck that. I'm not allowing you to take my friendship and contaminate it or just use and abuse me. You have to literally be a friend to me too. So the amount of time that I give you, I want something back saying that, you know, you are literally being a friend to me. Like, don't take my advice and then run off and then when I need you, you're not there. Like, nah, I'm not doing that anymore. So, Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces? So just so y'all know, I'm actually safe, but literally I tried to use my Uber app, I tried to use my Lyft app, and none of them are actually working. I don't know what the issue is, but it made me feel like universe, God, Spirit is basically saying, just sit down and get this reading done, and then you can move it along. So I'm just going to be obedient, and this is the reason why I sat down here on the side of the road to give you your reading, because it was almost as if I couldn't do anything but anyway. So here I am. But guys, I also want to talk to you about literally protecting yourself and making sure that if this virus shows up anywhere, the coronavirus shows up anywhere near your area or you, make sure that you're protecting yourself. Because also something that I read is that it says that it's airborne and it's up to 6 feet. So if it shows up anywhere in your area, Pisces, and also what I posted before about Pisces having understanding, you understand how certain things work. So it's like for you to be able to deliver the message or for you to be able to get it out. But make sure you're protecting yourself. So if it shows up in your area, make sure you have your mouth, the mask, make sure you have the gloves, make sure you have, if I gotta get goggles on, literally get goggles on. But it almost seems like that it's starting to cause a problem. It could be one of those things where it blows over your area, but it could also be a thing where it lands in your area tomorrow. So be careful. We have Temperance, Pisces, and then we have the Four of Swords. So Temperance is about balance, moderation, peace, and patience. It reminds you to go with the flow in your life instead of trying to force a pace or direction. The reason why I'm sitting on this floor right now is because I literally tried my I'm not even gonna lie, I actually tried to get the hell away from here where I am, but nothing would work. So I felt like, okay, let me just go ahead and be obedient to the spirit, sit down and get this reading done, and then maybe I'll be released from sitting here. But clearly I wasn't supposed to go anywhere, so not forcing a pace or direction. This is like a message to take things as they come. Remain flexible enough to change with the changes. It is the message to like trust your inner voice. And I had to trust my inner voice because I really literally did not want to sit here and do this reading because I was so frustrated, because I just wanted to get where I was going. I'm literally 30 miles away from the place that I'm supposed to deliver and drop to, but this is where I'm at right now. Everything that happened just was so weird and so odd, but okay. And then the people that are actually coming to help us they are literally 2 miles down the street, literally 2 miles down the street, and they're telling me that they have a 3-hour wait time. So I'll be here for 3 hours, so this is what we're doing. So not trying to push. Like when stuff is happening in your life, Pisces, and it seems like you're getting roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, just sitting down, listening to your intuition. I don't know if you can see this, but they have like a glow on their forehead, like just literally sitting down, taking time to either meditate, talk to God, talk to spirit, get out your reading as if you know what I'm doing, and just try to have a very positive attitude, because I was starting to get frustrated, but then I realized like maybe God is trying to stop me from something. It could be an accident 20 miles down the road or 2 miles down the road, and anything could have been about to happen. I'm very safe. I'm not, you know, in a position where I could get hurt or, you know, anything, as long as I sit still. So I'm fine. So it's like literally just trusting the moment, trusting what God is, you know, or trusting what the situation is all being offered, and just sitting still and chilling and just waiting. So being patient and waiting it through. And then right here we have the 4 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords is like rest, retreat, re-energizing, meditating, contemplation, recuperation, or a need for seclusion to process your emotions. So Pisces, if you need to be by yourself, because somebody was over here in hermit mode, right? So being by yourself, because you know, one of my subscribers, I laugh all the time because she says either they take the mermaid or they take the shark. You know, which one do they want? Because Pisces, you know, we have 2 modes. They can get the loving, caring, hey, we're, you know, all here for it, or they can get, I'll cut your head off, I'll bite your head off, I'll snap, and we can do it however you want to do it. So just taking the time to get your energy back, you know, meditate, get your mind, body, and spirit all, you know, under one accord, and just trying to make sure that you're taking the time out that you need to, you know, kind of stay on a positive note, even though all of these things are happening. If somebody left, or if you have to leave, people basically trying to come for your throne, trying to come at your neck, trying to, you know, tell you what you need to do in your life, and you're basically saying, I'm gonna do what I need to do for me, and it's a wrap. Like taking the time to kind of get your mind, body, and spirit back together. So Pisces, this is your reading. If it resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. If it doesn't resonate with you, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember to click the post bell so you get alerts when videos are posted. And sorry that it was so loud, but hey, I had to do what I had to do, where I had to do it at, and this is what you got. So take what you need and leave the rest.